Viking News on Demand. You were with us last night, and you saw some great football right here. Now, I know it was not Facebook Live. I apologize for that. It was not Facebook Live, but we got it on YouTube, and we are sharing on our Facebook page some highlights. Great running by J.J. Epperson, and also D.D. Broyles, big 30-yard run there in that first half. Big blocking by Mr. Steven Shivers. And just, sir, I know that was not a blindside block. You handled yourself with class, even though that call was wrong. And it works out, always works out. Football don't lie. No, football don't lie. Great win last night for the Junior Vikings. And we have Mr. George Yarbro, and I should already had you on the screen. So let's do that right here. And appreciate you, George, for being here with us today.
It's a pleasure.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. And I'll tell you what, we want to get right into academics, and we'll get into athletics, but I could not get the show started without talking about that a little bit. Because, man, oh, man.
It's a big win.
It was a huge win, and against a program that, they are known for having success on all levels.
They do. TCA is a good, well-coached, well-run, just an overall quality program. Jeremy Maddox is the head coach over there on the middle school level. Does a fine job with those young men. And as you say, when you go over there on their territory and you come away with a win, you are doing something. So our hats off to our guys. I'm super excited about them going over and getting a big win on TCA's turf. So,
that's right. School is well underway academically.
School is underway.
That's right.
The doors are open. The classrooms are not full, but they are occupied, and we are doing what we need to do to educate our youth and our students here at Humboldt Junior Senior High School.
Yes, sir.
I want to talk a little bit about our actual some activities we have coming up in the arena of academics, Seth.
Okay.
With going virtual and doing things from a technology standpoint, it's always that intimidation sometimes with our with technology and people that are trying to do new things regarding technology.
Sure.
If you can imagine instruction being given or being served from our teachers in a technology standpoint, it does get a little bit sticky there at times, and questions rise, and we need to be very, very intentional in giving those instructions to our parents and those guardians who are actually have students that are going virtual.
Yeah.
So with that, I wanted to mention that I want to invite all our parents to a Viking Virtual Learning Parent Workshop.
Okay.
That's going to be held at our Humboldt Junior Senior High School, and it's going to be broken up into sessions.
All right.
And that'll be Friday, September the 25th.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm glad to see that's happening.
That was put together by our technology department, and I'm on a name drop.
All right.
Mr. Wayne Sheehan.
Yes.
Miss Heather Taylor.
Okay.
And also the other technology guy, and I don't know his last name, but it's Paul.
Okay.
Paul is they're doing great.
Now, he has just joined this team.
Yes, he has. I think he's about a year into the system and doing a fine job getting devices ready, getting devices cleaned off, and doing everything to put those devices in the hands of our students. And also what I think the community and folks need to understand is there are needs of staff and teachers as well to have some introductions, to have some training on actually doing things technology-wise in the classroom.
All right.
To reach students. So that's a wide array of people that the technology department, 3 people, are actually taking part in to serve so many more.
Yes, sir. Yes. And it's so important because I have heard a lot of people saying, they're struggling with, making sure that their kids are staying up on everything. And it's, the kids a lot of times don't struggle with it. It's us parents.
It's us.
I got a 3-year-old little boy that knows how to do an iPad and iPhone, and he's learned now he's picture mode.
Yeah.
And so now if he gets your phone, you have your phone memory's gone. You have a whole bunch of selfies and pictures of the dog and all this kind of stuff. Our kids don't struggle.
I tell you, they're savvy, and when it comes to this technology, this is the age we're in. I think I
Yeah.
mentioned yesterday, I never knew that we would probably get so close to the Jetson era. You remember the Jetsons?
Yeah.
We are there, and we have arrived.
Oh,
So
wow.
with technology, it is information is literally
Yeah.
a fingertip away, and you can access information so easily now.
Sure.
The important thing is that we're putting the proper information and the proper access for instruction and learning in the hands of our students,
Yeah.
and allowing parents to come on board and collaborate with us in this entire process.
So you're breaking it down into three different kinds of sessions here.
Yes, we are.
Do you have the names of those sessions yet, or?
I do. Let
right.
me just give you a little information.
Yeah,
it's
that'll
actually
work.
it's actually no real names to it, but
Okay.
at Stigall.
All right.
Let me start with the information. It's just basic information to help students be successful learners.
Okay.
For this school year.
Okay.
So we want on the 25th for anyone interested regarding parents. Bring your own device or your HCS issued device.
Okay.
And we'll walk you through some instructions and some step-by-step details to get you logged on if you're having log-on issues.
Yeah.
If you're just having issues dealing with just information that the teacher is teaching regarding instruction. Anything from a technology standpoint, this is a Viking virtual learning parent workshop.
I love it.
If you are a virtual learner and you're not in the confinement of our building, please come and get this information. It's going to be valuable to you, and you will be hopefully feeling a whole lot better about the virtual approach from an instruction point of view that our teachers are doing.
Okay.
Let me go over that schedule. At
Yeah.
Stigall, it's going to be from 9:30 till 10
All
on
right.
September the 25th, 30-minute increment, and then again from 2 to 2:30.
Okay.
East Elementary will have a bit of a different schedule. It'll be from 10:30 to 11, and then from 3 to 3:30.
Okay.
And finally, the junior senior high school said it'll be from 11:30 to 12 and 4 to 4:30.
All right.
Now, there are 30-minute increments, and you're thinking, what can we get done in 30 minutes? Well, you can get a lot of stuff done because I think the information that they're going to provide you with are just little things that's going to mean a lot when it comes to a virtual approach to learning
Yeah.
and getting you the information you need from a virtual standpoint.
It's fantastic.
It's wonderful, and
Tell you.
kudos to and hats off to our technology department.
Yes, sir. I love it. And so that is all on September the 25th.
Yes.
And so different locations wherever your kid goes. Now, is this posted yet on social media? I'm pretty sure it will be.
It will be posted, but all the sessions will take place at Humboldt Junior Senior High School.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
They're not at the individual schools.
Okay,
It
I'm glad
will
we
be
cleared
at
that up.
Humboldt
Okay.
Junior Senior High School, and I think that's going to occur in our library.
Yeah.
Yeah, in our library.
Excellent.
And it's going to be a nice time for, as I said, parents to get oriented to that virtual aspect of learning and instruction and logging in and all the things that you could possibly imagine from a virtual learning standpoint.
Yeah.
You know, you have on virtual learning joining a schedule with class meetings.
Sure.
You know, that can be pretty intimidating, but
Oh,
it's
it can, yeah.
going to be information given for you doing that.
Definitely.
And as I so often mention, the logging in process in itself, I tell you that can be a bit confusing. So
Yeah.
if you come to this workshop, you're going to be able to get all of that. When you log in, you're going to be able to be pointed to some different directions that you can meet your teacher in the app that we're using with Microsoft Teams. So
Yes.
it's going to be a fun-filled day for parents, and I think if you attend that, you're going to get some information, valuable information.
Yes,
that's going
sir.
to make life easier on you.
Definitely so. Appreciate you doing that. And
Sure.
have you heard a lot of people saying they're struggling with the digital learning, or
I
is
am.
that okay?
And one of them is myself.
Well, I understand.
Because I have one as well that's a virtual learner, and
Yeah.
my wife and her mom is at home, fortunate enough to work from home, but
Yes.
I know not all situations dictate this. Not all family situations
So true.
will have that mother in that seat and that daughter sitting beside her working from a virtual standpoint on a classroom assignment. And we've had to work out some things as well, calling the teachers,
Yeah.
calling the principals, emailing,
Yeah.
and just overall communication with that teacher and that school is going to eventually allow you to
Yes.
feel more comfortable about how we're teaching your students through a virtual standpoint.
Okay.
So
Fantastic.
it's tough, and it's a little intimidating. And you know as well as I do, everything that happens from a standpoint of change or
Yeah.
new,
Yeah.
there is a transition period. You must take some time to learn how to do it.
That's right.
And patience is a virtue.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I want to talk also a little bit about our CASA program that
All
started
right.
Monday, September the 14th. Awesome program.
Yes.
Our director, Miss Elvie Patterson, is our program director now that's over CASA.
Yes.
Who took Miss Emily's
That's
place.
right.
And she's doing a wonderful job.
Well, good.
We've got athletes involved in CASA daily. We're doing Monday, Tuesday for junior high athletes, and Wednesday, Thursday for high school athletes. So
All right.
this CASA program is an opportunity for you to participate in some after-school activities. And CASA, as you well know, stands for Community After-School Program.
Yes, sir.
It's a federally funded after-school program, and it's at all our schools, Stigall, East End, and Humboldt Junior Senior High School. And during this program, your child's going to receive a few things that's going to help them in the classroom, some individualized homework help and tutoring.
Oh,
and
good.
they'll also have the opportunity in the other schools, such as East and Stigall, to participate in some various enrichment activities, such as arts and crafts, drama, and technology.
Well, good.
So it's much of the same that's been that we've done in the past.
Yes, sir.
It's a little bit different look though with the pandemic that we're in. We are not providing transportation. For this after-school program. So if you're a virtual learner, you still can take advantage of this, but you have to get there by providing your own transportation.
Sure.
And your child will be needed to be picked up at all the schools for East and for Stigall at 5:15.
Okay.
But at the high school, it ends at 4:30. So that's important information, and there's an application process that needs to be returned to your school if you are interested in doing that. We will get back with you with some written notification letting you know the status of your application once you apply. So
sure.
Program is available Monday through Thursday, Seth,
All
and
right.
it is an awesome program. Again, from 3 to 5:15 at Stigall and at East.
Yes.
And at the high school from 3 to 4:30.
All right.
And before school tutoring is available Monday through Friday from 6:45 to 7:45 in the morning.
Sure.
So the daily schedule is kind of looks a little bit like in the afternoon snack time, 3 and 3:15.
Yeah.
We're looking at individualized tutoring and homework. Moving into after the snack time, 3:15 to 4, we'll have that individual tutoring and homework available. Then we try to throw in a physical activity to get the kids up and moving from 4 to 4:15. Also, we provide a recreational activity from 4:15 to 5, and then from 5 to 5:15 again at East and at Stigall. 5:15 is dismissal time, but at Humboldt Junior Senior High School it's at 4:30.
All right, fantastic. And I know this is a limited amount of people that can be in this.
It is. Right now we're not hitting the numbers we need to hit. So I'm giving a shout out, and I'm sending out a special invitation for all parents that need their students, virtual or not virtual,
I was going to say,
sign up to be a part of our CASA program. Please. Don't
because you have to have certain numbers to get this, because this is grant funded.
It's driven by numbers, as many things that we are a part of in our school system. We have to prove the need, and the need of our students must exceed or meet a certain criteria in order for us to get the funding that we need. And it is crucial and essential that we get all the assistance and participation that we can.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind, George, that we need it. I mean, you look at our scores, and you know that as well as I do. That's kind of been the talk of the town for a while. The scores need to come up.
Yeah,
now, we're not going to have that state testing this year, apparently, but that doesn't matter.
Right.
That when I say that doesn't matter, don't misunderstand me. I'm saying whether they take the scores or not, we know there's a need for this in our community, and so if we don't take advantage of this, then really we don't have a right, for the lack of better terms, George, to sit back and bellyache about the scores.
Just like voting.
It's exactly right.
Just
so
like voting.
We need to make sure we utilize this, and this is a great source. If somebody wants to be a part of that, I know you gave that.
Sure.
But let's give that one more time.
Let's
what can they do?
That. The CASA program director is LV Patterson.
Yes.
She can be reached at our board office,
All right.
central office, and that number is 731-784-2652.
All right, 784-2652. That's the front central office there, and great fine staff there will help you get in touch with Miss Patterson.
Yeah.
All right.
Just a few more tidbits of information
Sure.
at each school. I'm going to start at Stigall.
All right.
Virtual student packet pickup is from 10 to 1
All right.
on today.
All right.
And you will have heard this information, but it's also on every Friday, 10 to 1. And you will also be able to receive food bags. They're given out for the week.
Okay.
So when you do your virtual packet pickup for those virtual students, you will be able to get food bags as well for that week. Okay.
All right.
At East Elementary, packet pickup for students is every Friday from 9 a.m. To 10 a.m.
Okay.
And from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Second and third grade are in the front lobby. So if you have a child in the second or third grade, you can pick up packets from 9 to 10 and again from 1 to 2 in the front lobby. And if you're a fourth and fifth grader, it's in the gym lobby.
Okay.
So you can pick up your packets again 9 a.m. to 10 and 1 to 2. For fourth and fifth grade, it's in the gym lobby. For second and third grade, it's in the very front entrance in the front lobby.
Fantastic.
Sixth grade, the side door between the cafeteria and the gym is where you can pick up your packets. And also food bags will be distributed as well.
All right.
So that's for East and Stigall. Humboldt Junior Senior High is much of the same, just it's a matter of location.
Sure.
Packet pickup for the high school is at the front lobby.
Okay.
That's from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m.
All right.
And packet pickup for the junior high, that's 7th and 8th grade, it's from 10 to 1 on the junior high hallway. So that's some information regarding our academics and regarding some virtual pickups, some virtual learning students. I want to mention a couple of more things at our Humboldt Junior Senior High School. Very important date of October the 6th.
Okay.
That's ACT for all seniors.
All right. Very important.
This is a graduation requirement.
Yes.
To take the ACT, and it is mandatory.
Okay.
And for parents that need information and want to know more information about this, all students have received an email from Miss Debbie Lambert or our school.
Yeah.
Miss Debbie Lambert is our assistant principal and has been a very integral part of the ACT process, along with our administrative team of Coach Macklin, Coach Chandra Macklin, and Mr. Ronald Abernathy. So the contacts have been made, but October the 6th is an ACT graduation requirement. It is crucial for our people to take that ACT that day, and we're looking forward to getting you more information. If you need more information, please don't hesitate to call. The contact person is Debbie Lambert at our high school, and that number is 784-2781.
All right.
So that is the information regarding ACT for seniors.
Right.
Grades 7 through 10 will be taking the Ames Web, which is an assessment, and that testing date will be next Friday, September the 25th.
Okay.
Virtual learners will must come in and do this program. It is a program that will set you up on a schedule for you to complete this because we have to have you to come in because it's a test. You have to do it on the computer.
Yeah.
Can't let you do it at home. It is an assessment for grades 7 through 10 called the Ames Web Testing Assessment, and that is going to take place again next Friday, September the 25th. More information will be given out, and if you have questions about times and scheduling, please call the high school and ask for Miss Debbie Lambert.
Yeah.
And that number again for high school, grades 7 through 10, Ames Web Testing next Friday is area code 731-784-2781.
All right, fantastic.
I think school news wise, that's what we're into and what we're facing. I know our shop in the not the technology department, but out in the CTE department, technical education. We are getting ready for some renovations to take place.
That's right.
Talk to Mr. Prince. He's have the students busy building some things.
Yes.
That's going to be a part of that. And this whole procedure is a hands-on teaching effort that Mr. Prince is getting funding for our students to receive that training and that technical assistance that they need if they're interested in the area of the wood shop or any area of machine working. And it is just a fantastic program.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Yes.
Don't go anywhere, folks. We're going to be right back, and we're going to talk about the big game last night.
Absolutely.
We're going to talk about how these junior Vikings, my goodness gracious, that score doesn't show what they did last night. They had the ball, felt like pretty much the entire game. And great job, junior Vikings, Coach Van, and also Coach Lennon. Great job last night, and all of those that helped them. I don't want to just start calling names and miss somebody, but great job last night at TCA. Thank you to TCA. Warm welcome and great hospitality last night. I want to say they did a great job. Appreciate that so very much. I know things are different right now, but they did the best they could with the times that we're in and make sure everybody had what they needed. Very accommodating, and press box was great. We had internet connection that was unreal. I'm talking 30-something download, 40-something upload speeds. So fantastic. Had no buffering issues. The only issues we had was us, okay? So we're going to get it fixed. We're going to get the audio and all that fixed. Go to our Facebook page, Viking News On Demand. And that's probably how you're watching this right now. Viking News On Demand. Scroll down through there. There's a couple of highlights that you don't want to miss, okay? So great things ahead here on this program. You don't want to go anywhere. Viking News On Demand is powered by Haver Design and Marketing. We'll be right back.
Viking News on Demand.
Our world is changing every day in ways that no one would have imagined just a short time ago. But we won't forget. We won't forget our loved ones, our values, or the way we do business. With caring, with attention to detail, and with new ways to celebrate and honor your memories.
Hi, I'm Chester of Baskerville Funeral Home. We really do love the families we serve in West Tennessee, and it's an honor and privilege to take care of your loved ones. At Baskerville Funeral Home, we're committed to caring and sincere service.
I am Chancellor Baskerville. My family is here for your family in times of need. Folks, yesterday is gone, today is almost over, and tomorrow isn't promised. So when your family and friends take their last breath, the world stops for you. We are available 24 hours a day. We use the latest technology along with good old-fashioned family values, common sense, and compassion. Chester, Donald, or myself are here for you and your family in your time of need. We are Baskerville Funeral Home, Directors of Distinction.
For just pennies a day, you can read the latest news, devotionals, and more on your smartphone and other devices. Check out the Viking sports articles and photos in your hometown newspaper by Stephen Russell in the latest edition of the Humboldt Chronicle each week. For more information, visit them online at hchronicle.net, or you can call them in their office at 731-784-2531. The Humboldt Chronicle, proud, longtime supporters of the Humboldt Vikings.
This is Bradley Owens of Hardy Martin & Owens Law Firm. At Hardy Martin & Owens, we handle personal injury cases, criminal defense, divorce and family law, and wills and estates. With offices in Jackson, Trenton, and now in Milan, we are conveniently located to serve all your legal needs. Call us today at 424-2151 or on my cell, 234-2400. That's 234-2400.
Tipping the scales in your favor.
Do you want to know the worst thing about Mondays? No sports. Well, we fixed that. Join Colin and Seth every Monday for the Monday OT at 7 p.m.
Welcome back in, Viking football. Well, not Viking football today, school news on Viking News On Demand. How about that? Appreciate other sponsors that we don't have pre-recorded things for just yet. That is the Viking Booster Club. And I don't know that we will ever have a pre-recorded thing for them. We'll just have to see. But the Humboldt Lions Club, still waiting on some information from them that they would like for us to share. And but we appreciate them. And also, this is powered by, as you see there at the bottom of your screen, powered by Haver Design and Marketing. We could not do this without them. Great job on the graphics, and we appreciate all of their support as well. Welcome in, everybody. I have Mr. George Yarbro, who is our Humboldt City Schools Athletic Director. And George is so gracious to sit down with us every Thursday. Today it's Friday night.
Right.
Because we don't have a game tonight.
Right.
But we had a game last night. And so I'll tell you what we're going to do.
Sure.
Because we're before all of these football games tonight. So,
we are.
we won't preview all of those games. I know everybody's going to be wanting to get done here. So this may be a little shorter show today, and I understand that because we're trying to get you out of here and everybody get ready for football. So even though we're not playing here in Humboldt, I'm pretty sure you have family members that are at other schools, and this is your opportunity to go support them because you're not missing a Viking game. So
absolutely.
We understand that. Matter of fact, if I wasn't so close to moving and things like that, I probably would be sitting somewhere myself enjoying this beautiful football weather because high today was only 70-something, and it's going to be in the 50s tonight. That's football weather.
That's football weather. And, if you're a football fan and you love football, you'll go out to a local game and you'll support. As Seth said, we're not playing tonight, but, hey, get out to a football game and support those relatives or those loved ones that you have in other spots that are probably playing that you normally don't get a chance to support.
That's right. So just make sure that, again, you remember there is no Viking sports tonight as far as football goes. But we had some games last night, and I know you had a volleyball game up in the day.
We
I'll
did.
let you I know we'll talk some more schedule-wise, but let's cover what happened yesterday.
Yeah, let's talk a little
You
bit
were
about
everywhere.
last night. Man, I tell you, special shout-out, and I'm going to do it every time I'm on, to Coach Dorrington Reed.
Yep.
Junior Reed is helping us with athletics this year and is serving as the athletic director as well. With COVID-19, with all the things that we have to be involved in, the sports and the rules, procedures, and guidelines, we need as many eyes and ears as we can. And so special shout out to Coach Reed, who's handling a lot of the responsibility as well. We're kind of sharing this tag team in this responsibility, and he's doing a fine job. And I'm learning, he's learning.
Sure.
And it is, as you well know, to be an athletic director in a small district is pretty intense because you have all the sports, and each season you don't miss a season of anything. You're constantly, when school starts, preparing for one sport, and then with that sport ending, and you're moving right into the next sport. So,
that is fantastic.
At our senior high school, that's the way things are going. But back to the volleyball. I was there last night. Coach Reed did go ahead and go to TCA with our junior high football team, and I arrived a little later, but nevertheless, Union City come to town last night, high school volleyball. Yeah. And pretty good team, top team in our area. They beat us 3-0. Okay. 3 matches, but we did have some glimpses of hope. And in talking to Coach Macklin after the game, she said, "You know what?" She said, "Yarbro, I think we did better than I thought we were going to do." She said, "These girls are." They're coming along, you know, and volleyball is something that I don't know if many community members are coming out to support or see, but I want to encourage you to do that because I can assess where we were when we first started to where we are now and see the tremendous strides that have occurred, but to see and get involved in actually the preparing for volleyball, the strategy, and then the excitement. Our football team, actually, when they got out of practice, they come over to the volleyball game, and they provided a little cheering section for our girls. And that was so positive and great to see. We were in every volleyball game. Of course, it was the best 3 out of 5 matches, Seth. Yeah. But in those first 2 matches, we were right there. And it seemed like we kind of lost the handle on things that third match. Sure. So Union City went on to beat us in that last match. They won 3 in a row, which kind of exempted us out of those last 2 matches in the best 3 out of 5 structure that volleyball games undergo for one varsity match.
And it's a pretty young team, if I understand
It is a young
correct.
team. We have only 2 seniors from what I
see.
recall. So we're operating with cheerleaders playing volleyball, and we're operating with some basketball players that Coach Macklin is so influential in getting them to participate and be involved in sports. And it does it keeps them busy. It also it concentrates on their ability to maintain grades. It's a huge accountability piece there of having those young ladies to participate in as many sports as possible.
Sure.
It serves a purpose. It serves a great purpose.
So lost three matches last night.
We did.
And then we move over to TCA, where we've got, again, some video clips of J.J. Epperson, and we've got a video clip of Steven Shivers. And
yes.
You also, you've got other guys out there on that field that really are playing hard. I remember I thought they had handed it to J.J. Epperson.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went, whoa, wait a minute. No, the ball, maybe it was a quarterback keeper. No, D.D. Broyles is running down the right side of the field. Now, we did kind of shoot ourselves in the foot a couple of times, and we'll talk about that here.
Sure.
At the very beginning of the game, first drive, get a pretty good gain on first down. Second down, there was a penalty called, and so it ends up backing us up. And then we overcome that with the D.D. Broyles run. And then very next play, snap over the quarterback's head.
Oh, boy.
And couldn't overcome that one to get a score. We had to turn it over on downs. And at the end of the first half, there was no score. But you felt good about the Vikings. And when we came back, I asked Colin, I said, do you do anything different? He said, no. You just keep running the ball.
Oh, I agree.
I think we only passed it twice. But, the one pass that I saw.
That went in the end zone to Kendrick Taylor that was incomplete. That was close to being caught.
That one was, and then the missile that it's an 8th grader, and I'm excited. Yeah, he threw a missile to number 21, was J.J. Epperson.
Yeah,
and it was in the middle of the field. It was kind of a cut pattern.
Right.
He slanted in there, and it hit him right in the numbers. Now, he was hit as soon as he caught it, but it got us 8 yards and a first down.
Yeah, this is exciting football.
Yes,
on this level, and I was there briefly last night because I was at the volleyball game and come over to TCA to the football game. I live just right across the way from TCA, but nevertheless, when I say that the atmosphere for football on the junior high level is just absolutely phenomenal.
Yes.
This group of parents, this group of individuals, this coach, this assistant coach, and this team are well put together, and these are just glimpses of what it's going to look like in the future.
That's right. They're doing a great job laying the foundation.
Absolutely.
It's not really a foundation because I know Greg really does that in the 3rd and 4th grade level.
He does. It's a preparation stage.
It's just the next step.
Yeah, the next level
keep
of
graduating
preparing.
up. That's it.
Absolutely.
That's like when you get done in high school, when you go in college.
Exactly.
So these guys are doing a great job.
Right.
And I just felt like the second half was completely different. We pretty much had our way in the second half. Had a touchdown called back. That was not a blindside hit.
Oh.
But I have to say, Steven Shivers kept his head on his shoulders.
He did.
He did not let that get him down. He continued to play good ball.
Yeah.
And just, water off a duck's back. He didn't worry about it.
The maturity level of these student athletes are continuing to develop.
Yes.
And as well as I do, players don't develop quite as well unless they have that leadership piece in place to get them to that point.
Yes.
Dalton Van has done a wonderful job of rallying his troops. Coach Greg Lennon is a very important piece when you talk kids that know him from the Little League football. Every kid that goes to Humboldt High School is going to know go to Humboldt Junior High School is going to know Greg Lennon before they get there because of his involvement in the community and the city leagues that he is so influential in.
Yeah, and that's not just football.
And it's not just football. It's baseball. It's basketball. And, you have a community member there in Greg that is he's invested a lot of time and energy his whole life into our kids here at Humboldt
City
School. And that's to be commended. And I honor him for that. And I appreciate his presence, and I appreciate him sticking to it. And also getting to know this new coach we have, Coach Van. which Coach Van has a great history, and I want to at some point have him on to just
That
talk
would be
about,
awesome.
talk about his road to where he is now.
Yeah.
It's a very interesting story, very compelling story, and it's a story that has some implications of when God tells you to do something, you do it.
That's awesome.
So that's to come. That just gives people just a little information on this gentleman. But I'm very proud of our junior high football program.
Yeah, we need to get him on here on this show, and
Sure.
That would be great.
Absolutely.
And, I really plan to try to get him on every Monday, after they play. I just haven't had the chance to really connect with him very well. But we would love to have him on and to spotlight this junior high team, because we want to, that Monday night OT is not just for high school. We want to, cover all of that as much as possible. And city leagues start up. We may even have Greg join us a little bit. We don't have to talk national sports if we don't have time for it,
Yeah, I got
So we
you.
love that.
Absolutely.
Monday OT is
Absolutely.
really growing, by the way. People
Yeah.
need to tune in on that Monday night, 7 to 8. And it pretty much just spotlights athletics more than anything else.
And you know what I like so much about it, Sam?
Yeah.
I was able to hear a few tidbits and a few snippets last night.
Yeah.
I think you have a little familiar voice on there that's kind of plugging the advertisement. And I'm going to tell you, you're to be commended by that. She's very articulate and a very smart young lady. And I pointed that out to my wife the other night. I said, honey, that's Seth's daughter.
Yeah.
That's Elise. And she said, she speaks very well.
Yeah, she does.
But to plug Viking News on Demand the way you
Yeah.
do, and using your family to do
Yes.
that, and this is just a ministry in itself,
It
I
is.
know. And
It is.
I'm proud to be a part of it.
Yes,
Humboldt
sir.
City Schools is proud to
Yes,
be a
sir.
part of it. And just anxious to continue it and seeing where we're going in the future with it.
So great game last night.
Great
we
game.
debuted the new 4K cameras, and that's where I'm going with this now.
Yeah,
The brand
yeah.
new 4K cameras. Again, we apologize. The audio's delayed a little bit. We're going to figure out that part of it.
Picture's beautiful.
Picture was great.
Beautiful.
And I don't know if you were watching when we did the comparison. We took the
Yes,
cell
we
phone.
did. Yes.
And
Yes.
you need to go see that, folks.
Yeah,
it is
it's
amazing. The
amazing.
difference.
You and Colin are up here in the booth.
Way
and
up in
looking,
there.
I'm thinking, when you use these cameras, it looks like we're probably miles away.
Yeah.
But with the cameras we purchased, and again,
Yes.
Booster Club, we
Thank you
appreciate
so
what
much.
you do, man. Your support, Chance Baskerville.
Yes.
Booster Club president, and he does a fine job. Want to give him a plug as well.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, man.
And the Booster Club couldn't do what they do without the sponsors that have jumped on
And the
board and helped
sponsors
pay
as
for
well.
this. I mean,
Absolutely.
it has been a great outpouring of support. More things to come on this. But with a change that we're getting ready to talk about, it's changed my report even from yesterday. Before kickoff, I stopped by the high school to talk to George for just a little bit before heading toward Jackson, and he informs me that Humboldt High School football is going to be on the field next Friday night. I'll let you kind of talk about how that all went into place.
Yeah, let's do it. We got a call. My principal got a call yesterday about the 25th of September. McKenzie.
Okay.
McKenzie is a pretty decent program. I've been able to do a little research on them. Quite successful a couple of years ago on the field. So that success is continuing. However, she received a call, and I immediately called her when I got the information from my head coach, Mr. Anthony Ballard, and said, Coach, we want to play McKenzie. That is a game that they've called and inquired about.
Yeah.
They will have been off 3 weeks due to COVID.
Oh.
If you look at schedules now within the area, they were supposed to play Halls this week, but Halls had to cancel that game due to an infection of COVID-19 of one of their players in their team. So that has put McKenzie out for 3 weeks. So this will be their first game in 3 weeks.
Wow.
So in doing so, they got hold of us. I think they had somehow researched and looked at our schedule and saw that we had an opening on the 25th. And we, from that information that I was given, I gave the principal a call. Of course, his coach is ready to go. Yeah. And we talked yesterday, and they're gonna give us some things that we need to make this happen. It's gonna make life easier on us.
Sure.
When you not inconvenience us, but when you do a last-minute scheduling of a game, there are so many things and pieces that have to be put together. We have to put together the transportation piece on getting our students to the game.
Yes.
We got to do pre-sale of tickets, and they're so graciously going to provide that information and those things that we need, and we're going to be able to make a little profit for our football team as well.
Sure. Now, did you say when they called? Did they call on Friday or
They called yesterday.
Thursday, rather?
They
Yeah,
called
so yesterday.
yesterday.
Okay.
Yes, they
So
called
what they
yesterday.
may have done, they may have heard, because we were talking about
They
it on the
did hear.
Victory 93.7 yesterday morning.
They may have heard some.
Because Stevie Ray and Bradley
Mm-hmm.
Owens, I was kind of texting them while they were on the air, and they were talking about, oh, Humboldt's playing so-and-so. I said, oh, no, we're not playing for 2 weeks. So I
Yeah,
texted
that's
them.
true.
And then when I heard this, I thought, oh, I better hurry and text them back. So I texted them late last night. They got it on the air this morning, I believe.
Good.
The last game that McKenzie played was against Trenton Peabody on September the 4th. They hung with Trenton pretty good. That final score was 35-21.
Gotcha.
So if we think walking into this game is going to be a cakewalk, folks, it's not. But it's going to be a good experience for our kids.
It will be.
School's going to be benefiting out of it as well.
Yeah.
And just want to go into that game with a good effort and also not come out with a bunch of injuries. That brings me now to that question.
Right.
How are we doing? I know we got kids that were trying to mend, and we were
Yes.
hoping these weeks would help us, but we were hoping for 2 weeks, not
Right.
one. How's that going to play out? Do we hold those guys back one more week?
I think we're going to be okay.
Okay.
I think injury-wise, the individuals that we have are going to be able to get ready and play.
Okay.
With the exception of one senior, he may still have to be held out with the shoulder, the separation of that shoulder, because it's a pretty serious injury. It's one of our assistant coaches' son. So
hate that for that young
we're
man.
going to hope and pray that that was a 2-week turnaround on that, and then an assessment and to see what needed to occur after the 2
there could
weeks
still
of
be
rest.
surgery or something like that could
So
still be coming. Yeah.
whatever's to
Man.
happen, I know that young man is getting the proper care he needs.
Yeah.
Thanks to Clayton Parker, our trainer, who kind of assessed him and was from that point of assessment, he was moved on to a specialist, and now we need to see what the specialists are saying and how after the 2-week period he's feeling and what needs to occur.
Yeah.
So,
Damn.
but injury-wise, I think we're going to be okay with the exception of that one player.
Okay.
With our numbers where they are, it's not going to affect us too bad.
Right.
We do have some pieces to the puzzle. This a little broken regarding injuries, but we do have some replacements in there, and I think we're going to be fine because rest is everything.
Yeah.
Rest is an indication
Do-
of us, really getting healthy so we can be where we need to be and compete where we need to compete.
I know you're around the high school a lot.
I am.
Do they pay attention to the junior high team?
They do. They
So
do.
seeing the video from the other night and seeing the highlights, that could be just something that revs them up to say, let's do this on the high school level.
I agree. We have to be real careful with that. I'll
Yes.
tell you why. With the high school and the challenges that they have, sometimes on that middle school level, the success that they're having, you step up a level when you go to high school.
That's right. It's totally different.
It is totally different.
Yeah.
And what my point is that when you are competing on the middle school level and you're preparing as a junior high football player, it is crucial that you learn those fundamentals.
Yes.
And these kids on the junior high level, they've been together for a long time.
They have.
High school level, you put pieces together and you go up against competition of bigger schools.
Yeah.
And you do that on the middle school level, but your kids are stronger, they're bigger, they're faster.
Yep.
And we've got one of the better junior high teams. So if I had to make a distinction, the group of kids that we have on the junior high level that have been together in comparison to what we have on the high school level, we're just a few years short of keeping people together. We had some new pieces that we put together here with some kids that's moving in and getting used to our plan.
Sure.
On the high school level, you have new coaching staff that's come in, and
Yes,
you're
sir.
working with new players and new coaches, and
Yeah.
it's just a transition period.
Sure.
And, I want to really encourage our high school team.
Yes.
That is a future down below you in the middle school level, but at the same time, keep your heads up because our season isn't over.
That's right. And I'm hoping that it serves as motivation for them more than
Absolutely.
anything else. Is
Yeah.
hey, we want to bring that to this level in the sense that we don't have
Yeah,
to
we
wait till
do.
next year. We
No,
don't have to
we
wait
don't.
on
We don't.
Keziah Curry and Cavante Wedley and those to come up.
Yeah.
But we're going to go ahead and let's turn this season around and let's have people
Yeah.
looking at the high school program as well.
And that's what I want.
Yeah.
That's what I want. This, as I said, it's not too late, and we've got, let's see, with this game not playing this week, starting back on the 2nd,
Well, you start
Excuse me,
back
the
actually.
25th.
Yeah,
we actually start
McKenzie.
back the 25th with McKenzie. Then we go to the second, go to Greenfield.
Yep.
And then there's Gleason.
At home.
At home. So
And that's senior night, correct?
at senior night.
Okay.
And that is, we're going to do some type of modifications to a homecoming that we can't have like it's looked in the past.
Yeah.
And we're going to involve some folks, our administration.
Yeah.
Chance Baskerville, who's very instrumental in the tailgating and the activities of the court and how we're going to do our senior recognition. So
it's hard to tailgate and social distance, ain't it? It just can't happen.
I don't think it can be done, Seth. I don't think it can be done. So,
especially what I saw last year, everybody was just having a big time, and
it's a fun time at Humboldt.
I hate that you have to miss that, but at the same time, it's all safety is important here.
It's in the mind of safety, and we're going to hold to that standard of keeping that safety piece together there on campus. And I tell you, it's as I look down our schedule, we're after the Greenfield game, or excuse me, after the Gleason game, we're going to go on the road about 3 out of 5 weeks. Or what is that, Seth? Greenfield on the road, that's one.
Yes.
We're at home with Gleason.
Well, you have McKenzie.
Have McKenzie. I keep forgetting that McKenzie.
Well, that's okay. It just got scheduled yesterday. So
that's right. Just got scheduled yesterday. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games on the road.
Oh yeah, we only had 3 home games all season long.
That's exactly right.
So
that's exactly right. So,
maybe next year we get an extra one.
I hope so.
Nice.
We're gonna work on that schedule. That's one of my areas that I always
tough.
like to. I always like to have a big party, and so we'll look at that.
It's easier to get that home crowd support.
It is.
It is. And I will say, great traveling last night with the junior high. And they were putting the bleachers together still. They're still renovating some things there. We mentioned that on the broadcast. They didn't kick us to the curb. It was just they set up something for us. And I know one parent was texting me saying, y'all got a good view up there? Because down here it's awful. And I said, I know it's not a good view.
When you're kind of field level, it's not as good. But, it's you have the ability to stand up and move about. And hats off to Ken Northcutt, who is the athletic director there at TCA. He called over and he let us know that information by sending us some procedures and guidelines that I think I can take away and use there at Humboldt and make our games a success and make the nights when we have junior high and high school football or any activity in our stadium, make those safe and make those kind of a convenience for not only our fans but those that are working the game. Yes, you well know when you work a game.
I tell you, it's a full night.
Yeah, it is. It
night.
really is.
It's amazing how different though it was last night. I was done 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Normally it's 9:30, and so I called my wife. I said, "Hey, I'm headed home." She said, "Already?" I'm like, "Yeah." It's a difference in a junior high and a senior high game. You don't have as long of quarters, and it just felt like last night they just kept the clock running.
Yeah, it was a continuous flow of.
I love it.
The cadence and the pace of that thing was it was nice because when I got there, I looked up and it was halftime, and I didn't stay, but I thought I knew you were broadcasting, live streaming. I said I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna watch this and see how this.
You got a much better view. I did.
A little delay, but the view was beautiful, and I know you. Like I said, I sent you that text.
Yes,
you're gonna work that out,
we'll
and
get it fixed.
I know I'm confident that you guys will do that. But
I know we didn't talk any future volleyball games or anything. I'll let you cover what you need to cover because we got football game coming on here anytime.
Yeah.
So we want to make sure that people don't tune out to go watch something here. So I want you to get your info in while they're watching.
Sure. I think tonight this will probably have already been taking place or close to ending. We have a doubleheader with Northview tonight.
Okay,
volleyball. So that'll be at 5 p.m., and that's junior high volleyball.
Yeah, it's 10 minutes till 7, so that's done.
Right. That's right. That one's probably done. So that game is probably done and over, as Seth said, but if you guys are wanting to have an opportunity to see them the next time, we're going to play our senior high the 21st.
Okay.
And I think that's Monday. We'll play Haywood County again at the senior high school at 6 o'clock p.m.
Okay.
Now, our next junior high game won't be until the 28th. That'll be at home against Halls.
All right.
So we're our volleyball schedule is winding up at the end of September. Looking forward to getting into that first week of October. We might have some scheduling changes there because Sacred Heart, I think they have rescheduled some matches. Probably have got some scheduling conflicts there for that October the 1st date. But that information will be given to you, and that'll be things that will be to come
Sure.
that we'll announce as changes occur and make the adjustments.
All right.
Okay.
Is that it?
I think that's it.
All right, man. I just want to make sure you got a whole
One
lot of
more
papers
thing.
out over there.
Yeah,
now.
let me one more thing that's really important.
All right, let's do it.
Monday night is
Yes.
going to be our 8th grade night.
Okay.
Yes, that's going to be our 8th grade night. So our 8th grade activities will start at 6. Kickoff will be at 6:30. But we'll recognize all our 8th grade cheerleaders, ball players, and managers.
Okay.
Yes. So.
You know, man, I wish I may work on something because see, Monday night we've got our Monday OT.
Yeah.
And that starts at 7. I would love to be able maybe somebody to join me from the field and just kind of talk for a little bit and let us know what's going on there. Maybe get a couple of live updates. I don't know.
Okay.
We may work that out because I could send a link to your phone.
Okay.
And you can use your smartphone as a camera and
Wow.
join me and be able to
Okay.
give me updates. So we may work something out there. I don't know if it'll be you or somebody else, but we'll work something out just to get some updates because
Sure.
this junior high team deserves the coverage.
I agree.
We're obviously run thin, just 2 guys here, but
Yeah.
At the same time, they deserve the coverage. And,
They do.
And I saw the
They do.
excitement from the fans last night.
They're behind them. They're behind
Yeah,
them.
and I want to go ahead and promote them and try to push as much as we can. Obviously, Viking News on demand here. Appreciate you coming, being a
Sure,
part of
man.
this. I know it's a busy Friday, and we got football starting any moment here, folks. And I know you're going to be tuning in because there's so many now, the live feeds.
Right.
You can watch Trenton people. But, hey, our live feed's going to be put up right next to all of them.
There
That
you go.
scoreboard in the corner looks so good. Colin is doing a great job.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it so very much.
Absolutely.
I want to say thank you to also you're doing a great job. Some schools are having to shut down due to COVID, and it doesn't necessarily mean that those schools are not doing what you're doing. Get protocols in place, but I think the protocols are helping, and we want to keep that obviously to a minimum. And I'll just tell you, and I don't want to sound like Donnie Downer over here, but I didn't expect us to get this far. I really didn't expect us to be playing
I've
these
heard
games.
I've heard that before. We've been blessed. We're
Yes, we
going
have.
through this season and we're following precautions. And with that being said, it's our fans are to be commended as well.
Yes.
Our ball players are to be commended. Our administrations to be commended because they are actually making sure that we're doing what we need to do.
That's right.
And
Officers.
yeah, officers, security.
I'm telling you.
I mean, it's a team effort, and we just want to say thank you to Humboldt and City Schools and the staff and the administration and everybody involved because we know how important it is to, as I read the sign, keep our gyms and keep our fields safe, play by the rules, wear your mask, temperature checks, social distancing, and all that's important.
It is. It's very important. Thank you so much, George.
All righty.
I appreciate it. And we're about to wrap things up right here on Viking News on Demand, powered by Haver Design and Marketing. Also want to say thank you to the Humboldt Lions Club, and also thank you to the Viking Booster Club as well. Bradley Owens, attorney at law, Baskerville Funeral Home, and the Humboldt Chronicle. Thanks for watching tonight, folks. Go enjoy some football. It's perfect weather for a night of football here in West Tennessee. We'll be back Monday night with the Monday OT at 7 o'clock.
You're listening to Viking News on Demand.